Good morning, children, and welcome back to the EVS2 class. I hope you are all well, isn't it, children? So, children, are you ready for the class? Okay, so all of you take out your EVS2 textbook. Okay, children, all of you take out your EVS2 textbook, and you all know we are doing lesson number 4, which is rivers. Okay, children. So, children, take out your EVS2 textbook, take out rivers. Today, we'll be doing two very interesting topics. Okay, I'll tell you. Before we go with the lesson, we'll do a recap. You take out your third page. Okay, in the third page you will see, before we go with the lesson, you be ready with your textbook, you be ready with the third page of your lesson. Okay, so let's do a recap of what we studied yesterday. Okay, and what did we study yesterday? We have studied about tributaries, distributaries, and silt. If you all remember, in your last video that I have shown, I have told you about tributaries. Now, what are tributaries? Tributaries are rivers and streams which comes from various parts and which then finally joins with the main river. And what are distributaries? Distributaries are when the main river in the middle, it breaks up into smaller rivers and smaller than streams, then it's called, those smaller rivers and streams are called distributaries. And lastly, we have studied silt. What is silt? Silt is the land, okay, is the rocky materials and muddy particles which is left behind by the river after the flood. Okay, on the banks of the river, it's called silt. Okay, it's like wet sand. Okay, I have shown you a picture, if you remember, in your last video. So this was our recap. Now let's proceed with the lesson. Today you will do, children, uses of agriculture. Okay, now you see in your book, in the third page, in your last paragraph, okay, in the lower part of your third page, you can see it's given uses of rivers. Now, how are rivers useful to human beings? First, we all know rivers are useful in the sector of agriculture. Okay, agriculture, that is farming. Rivers are useful. From the main rivers, many streams are cut, okay, are made to the paddy fields, to the agricultural fields, so that water from the river comes to the fields where the crops are grown, and this is called irrigation. So in the field of agriculture also, the use of river is great. Then next we can see number 2, fishing. Okay, in the sector of fishing also, you can see 2 pictures are shown here. Okay, and in your book you can see their pictures. And fishing, we all know, fishing is done to catch the various types of fishes, crabs, then many types of fishes are also there, and people, they eat them, and also what they do, they sell them also. And the southern part of India, okay, Kerala, then Chennai, then Goa, they are huge hubs of fishing. Maharashtra, okay, and there huge types of different types of fishes are caught. Different types of prawns, crabs, which people eat, are caught there. Okay, and also you can see here, so big nets are prepared and are used for fishing. So fishing is a very major industry, and the rivers help in this industry, because in rivers many types of fishes are found, and the people, they do fishing and they earn a lot of money. Next, transportation. Okay, now rivers, the third important use of rivers is that transportation. Now transportation, what happens? We all know that boats, steamers, and ships, they ply on rivers. Okay, and rivers, you all know there is no maintenance cost. You don't have to repair it, nothing, because water is there and nothing, no maintenance cost and nothing is there. So river is the cheapest means of transportation. Not river, sorry, waterways. Okay, and people, they go from one place to another in rivers, and not only people, goods are also transported from one place to another through ships and boats and steamers. Okay, so this is the third use of river. Now next is the fourth use of rivers. What is the fourth use of rivers? The fourth use of rivers is generating electricity. Yes children, electricity is also generated in rivers. We all know that, because rivers, they flow from high areas to low areas, and in the course of the river, dams are built which are used for the generation of electricity. Then we come next for recreation. Recreation means to use of our spare time. Okay, we do some activities. So here I am showing you how rivers can be useful. People can go for swimming. Yes children, in rivers also, of course people go for swimming in rivers, so that is also use of river. Then we have, you can see here several pictures are there children. Can you see here? This is a picture of parasailing which can be done in a river, then river rafting, and then this one is a picture of what children? A man fishing. So these are all recreational activities. Okay, people can use rivers for their hobbies also, to use their spare time also. They can go to rivers and do these activities. Okay children. So children, so these are the uses of rivers. Then children, we come to our next topic, which is river pollution. Okay, you can see in the next page. Okay, that is in the fourth page. After uses of rivers, you can see there is a topic, river pollution. Now we all know rivers are so very useful to human beings, but we human beings, what we do? We pollute the river. We throw so many things in the river, and what happens? River pollution takes place. The river water becomes very dirty. So let's see how river pollution takes place. First, waste from farms, cities and factories is dumped in rivers. The waste which comes out from the farms, from the cities and factories, what happens? They all dump it in the rivers. It can be liquid waste also, okay, in the form of strong chemicals. And cities also, we all know our drains, our pipes, what happen? They carry the wastewater from our houses, and ultimately what they do, they dump it in rivers. In Guwahati itself, we have seen that the Bhorolu river, okay, the Bhorolu river has turned into a wastewater river, okay, and the city of Guwahati uses the Bhorolu river to dump the liquid waste, okay, and it has been severely polluted. So the farms, cities and factories dump their waste in rivers. It's not only in Guwahati, I'm telling, it's all over the world it's happening. Then number 2, people throw plastic into rivers. Fish, birds and other creatures might eat this plastic and die. So children, see, people also, they do what they do, they throw plastic in the rivers, and what happens when fish, birds and other creatures, they eat this plastic? They will die. Number 3, after various festivals, people immerse idols of gods and goddesses into rivers. We all know, whether it's Vishwakarma Puja, whether it's Durga Puja, whether it's Kali Puja, what happens during the various festivals, whether in Maharashtra it's Ganesh Puja, all the idols of gods and goddesses, they are immersed, okay, they are immersed in the rivers. And what happened? These idols, they contain very poisonous paints are there, okay, and what happened when these idols are immersed in the water? This these paints used on these idols poison the water, okay, and very often what happens, the underwater creatures, they can die. So see how dangerous it is. Then number 4, often dead animals also dumped in rivers. Often dead animals, okay, sometimes what happens, cows might die, okay, oxen, buffaloes might die. Then what happens, people, they carry them and they dump it to the rivers, which pollutes the river a lot. So children, we shall stop till here. Let's do just a recap of what we studied today. We studied about the uses of river. The use of river we have seen in agriculture. It's very much necessary for the water comes from the river and it is given to the crops, agriculture. Then fishing, for fishing purpose rivers are needed. Recreational purpose, for generating electricity, for transportation, okay, and for all these purposes rivers are very much useful. But though the rivers are useful, we human beings, we pollute the rivers. How? By throwing dumps from the cities, factories and farms in the rivers, by throwing plastic in the rivers, and when festivals take place, by immersing the various idols of gods and goddesses in the rivers. And lastly, dead animals are also dumped in rivers. So children, we shall stop till here, and then whatever I have made you to, I have explained you, you all go through the lesson till here. I will be uploading the classwork and homework in the Google Classroom. I hope you have all joined. And children, you also submit it in time. There I will be mentioning the time and you all join in time. Okay children? So children, have a good day and bye bye. Bye bye.